So we had the season one finale of Daredevil Born Again, which is basically just season four of the Netflix Daredevil show. And I just wanted to give you guys my quick thoughts on it. I really enjoyed this show. Most of the show, Matt Murdock is the main character. Daredevil kind of takes a back seat for this. Basically, at the very beginning episode, which spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the show yet, go check it out. Foggy is murdered within like the first 15 minutes by Bullseye. So that pretty much sets up the motivation of this series. Matt Murdock is dealing with his grief, not having Foggy in his life anymore, trying to get away from the Daredevil persona and, just trying to do good as a lawyer like Foggy wanted or what he assumed Foggy would want for him. This show is not better than the original Netflix series. I don't want to say it's bad. This is a good continuation of the Netflix series, but you can tell that there had been some conflicts in the writing. Muse was used very shortly. He was touted as this big villain, but let's just be honest, that was not the case. He was very temporary, and I believe it just has to do with the fact that this show pretty much had an overhaul midway through, and so they used some of what was already filmed and then started shooting their own thing, kind of changing the tone up and things like that, which honestly I believe the show is better for it, but you can tell that there is some cohesive issues. So for me personally, I think that the show did a very good job of being a continuation of the Netflix series after going through a major overhaul. I'm excited for season two. What I've seen in this season definitely gets me hyped up. I will say episodes 4 and 9 are my favorite episodes, and you guys can probably guess why. Because Frank Castle, the Punisher, is in those episodes. John Berthenol kills it every time he is Frank Castle. Every time he portrays a character, I believe he kills it. The acting in the show is very good. Vincent D'Onofrio is Kingpin, fantastic to see the journey that he goes on in this series, as well as Matt Murdock, and you kind of see it's like the heads of a coin, each going through their own metamorphosis and who they believe they should be. But at the end of the day, Vincent D'Onofrio, Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin, he's always going to be the Kingpin. Altogether, uh, I support the acting in the show. I feel like I said, Vincent D'Onofrio is killing it. The journey that he goes on in this series is very well done. Is he trying to be the best mayor he can be? Is he always just going to be the Kingpin? And we kind of realize at the end, yes, he is always going to be the Kingpin. Just the way, and I know I'm jumping around a little bit, but just the way that he did the police commissioner, my gosh. I mean, that was one of the most brutal scenes I've seen in television in a long time. And I mean, honestly, that's right up there with whenever he smashed the guy's head in the car scene in the original series in the first season. So yeah, I mean, like there's a lot here. It doesn't shy away from, being a mature show. It doesn't, this isn't a Disney-fied, Netflix Daredevil. Certain aspects of it, yeah, you could say, yeah, it is definitely Disney-fied. It is MCU-ified, with the mention of scrolls and superpowers and things like that. The original show was much more grounded, which I'm glad that we're exploring these things. It just means that these characters can interact with the characters that we've seen, on the big screen, like Avengers level characters. And it's not like they have to do it all the time, but it's just the capabilities, the possibilities. We know they're in that world now. Yeah. I want to talk about the scrolls thing for a second. I'm glad that they mentioned that. Like, hey, was it a scroll? You hear that mentioned several times throughout the series. Well, I mean, especially towards the beginning when we were like kind of dealing with kind of like a court drama more than anything. I enjoyed those episodes. I enjoyed getting to see Matt Murdock be a lawyer. Uh it was just very well done. I feel like he handled his cases very well. I mean, of course, it's TV. He's not like an actual lawyer. I'm sure if you look at some of the, real legal jargon, then he's probably all over the place. But like I said, altogether, this show did exactly what it needed to do. You know, it was a continuation of the original series. even after being Frankenstein, it did a very good job of telling the story that it needed to tell, and I believe it's proceeding in a way that we're gonna have an even better season 2. There's been a lot of leaks online and stuff like that about what's going down in season 2, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. The way this ended, pushing us into the next season, where this is going. I'm just glad that we get to have more Daredevil on screen in general. It's been a while since we've, you know, what was it, like 6 years since we had Daredevil, and it was, he was missed. It was time, and I'm glad that we're getting back into this world. We're getting to explore more of Matt Murdock's life. I'm glad in the last episode they brought Karen Page back. She had been missed through the series. Like, you can feel the loss of Foggy. I'm not saying I wish they would have waited a little bit longer in that first episode to take Foggy out, because it's been a while since we've seen him, and I wanted to like get that more of that emotional attachment back before they take him away. But he's still missed in the show. Like, you can feel that Foggy's gone. You can feel that Karen's not really in the show. And whenever she comes back at the end, when I see Karen, Matt, and Frank together, it just made me feel so much like the original series, so much like the Netflix days. And like I said, I'm just excited, very excited for the future of these Disney Plus specials, like with the Punisher and the next, season of Daredevil Born Again. It's it's a good time. Like, this year for television especially has been very, very good. So I'm excited. I cannot wait to see season 2. I wanna know what you guys think down below. Let me know, did you enjoy, Daredevil Born Again? Is this, is it better than the original? Is it subpar? Is it completely lacking? I wanna know what you guys think down below. If you like this video, please hit that like button, and if you wanna get more content just like this, hit that subscribe button. It always helps the channel grow. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.